It's finally here. The game we was raving about in the last video, the Marvel Maximum Collection. Hey, I had a copy. Let's play it.
Are you really trying to ride with me? Ride with me? Let's go. They don't fuck around, you might even have to die with me, die with me. I'm about to ride, are you really trying to ride with me? Ride with me? Trying to ride.
So yeah, man, I'm excited, man. This game is something that I've been waiting for a minute. This is a lifelong request for a lot of us, So I'm excited. We're gonna tune in. This is on the PS5. So this is I was gonna get it on the Switch because I like the Switch 2 version of certain games because I like to have a handheld version of it. But I got this because I got friends who, they wanted to play on the PlayStation, even though it cross plays. I should have just got it for the Switch 2. But hey, it is here or there. But so let's look at how this starts up, man. I wonder if they got some crazy animation or something like that. Let's see. Loading? Are they loading? I ain't seen loading in a game in a minute. So let's see. Let's turn this up a little bit. See if y'all can hear this. Let's turn this up a little bit for y'all to hear. I don't want my voice to be too loud, but okay, cool, man. So this is the menu. So the menu right now, this is we got a game select, we got the music player, archives, options. Let's see what the options like. We can turn up. We always got to turn it up to 100. I don't know why we're at 80. What's going on with y'all? Archives. What they got? Box arts. Oh, they had a box art? They didn't have a box art. Like, what you mean? That must have been arcade art. Captain America. Well, let's get out of here, man. Let's go to the game. Let's just go to the game. I ain't even about to do all that. So look, the games that they have. So let's look at them. We got X-Men arcade game, which is the one we've been waiting for. The one I've been waiting for. I told you I did my top 30 list, or the top 25, top 25, top 30, whatever list I did, I forget. But I did it on my Marvel top Marvel video games of all time, and this was my number one. I tell people that the nostalgia behind this game is just legendary, because X-Men arcade game was one of those games to where, when we were kids, if you went to the arcade, it was so many people surrounded around this one arcade. And it was that one, you had the Ninja Turtle arcade game that people used to be on, and Jurassic Park, Time Crisis, there's a whole bunch of different games, but this was one of those ones. So they got you can play online, play offline. So, but let's see what other games they got. So we got Captain America and the Avengers, look like they got different versions. You got the arcade version. I've never seen it. The Mega, that must be Sega. Then 8-bit. That must have been the Nintendo version. All right, cool. Now we'll check that out later. We got Maximum Carnage. Okay, that was my game. I used to play the hell out of that. That's the Super Nintendo version, I know. The Sega version looked a little bit different, I remember. It was a little bit darker, a little bit. To me, the Sega version, I ain't gonna lie, I think I preferred the Sega version, when we were kids. But, but back then we used to have beef between Sega and Super Nintendo. I had both of them, and, but there were certain games on Sega that I thought was just better, and this was one of them. Just my opinion, All right, separation anxiety. So look, you got Super, then you got Mega. So then now you can look at the differences. Now look at how the ground looks and everything on the Sega version and the characters. Let's go to the Super Nintendo version and see if there's any type of difference. I don't see too much of a difference on that one. Well, maybe I will have to play it and see. So X-Men, oh yeah, I remember this game. Now this wasn't one of my favorite games, but it was hard. It was hard too. It was hard. Now I didn't play it on Sega. I played it on Super Nintendo. I didn't. So I wonder if the Sega version looked any different. Not really. The Game Gear. Game Gear was the truth. Was the truth. So I see what they're doing. They ain't putting the real name of it, but I remember the system. So there's basically Super Nintendo. You got Sega. You got the Game Gear, Sega Game Gear, and then you have this is the Game Boy, Nintendo Game Boy. The black and white one at that. So then we have Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer game I never played, on Nintendo. It wasn't a game that I bought, so, but it looks like, it gave me like, Contra vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like Contra. If you know, but Nintendo, like it was games like Contra. You had games like Galaga and stuff like that. They really look similar to this. Okay, it looks like so we got a decent lineup, man. So we gonna go through X-Men today. Let me see what we got going on right here. You got online, you got offline. I think I should play online. I could, let's see if we can find somebody online. Oh, we can't. We're gonna go to play offline. So they got the 2-player version, the 4-player version, and the 6-player version. So, maybe I'll do let's do the 6, just to see. Because I know normally like the 6-player version always had like a bigger widescreen, so I'm gonna start there. We got, let me see. Yes, sir. Cyclops, Colossus, Wolverine. So, because, y'all see me wearing my boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we gonna do today, man. We gonna rock with the boy. So, we're gonna do Wolverine first. I'll probably do like 1 life a piece, 1 or 2 lives a piece, mainly because I want to go through the characters and see how they are. And on this game, you die pretty quick, so. We can change the overlay. You got jump, mutant power, things like that. Okay, it's fine. Figure all that out. So I never knew the story mode on this game. Like, we always played this game, but I never just. Okay, we got Magneto in his squad, of course. You see Juggernaut right there. Wolverine, the X-Man. Okay. So is this how it looked when it started? How was that game over? I thought I already picked. Oh, okay. Okay.
In the 21st century,
yeah, this is legendary, man. This is every time I went to the arcade, this is what I've seen. Turn this down. Okay. So this is what I've seen.
Go and save the city.
Okay, so there's really no story. That was just okay. Magneto down there, go save the city. Okay, so let's look at it. Look at this bat. Oh shit! He hit me in the back. Okay, so one thing I didn't like about this game was like that when you use your special, like you lose your life, you lose like health. So, but let's see. Look at that. And look at how much life I lost. It's like you want to use your powers, but then you don't. You know what I mean? So. Ooh. Come on. The powers. Let's go. Look at that. I got a couple of them out the way. So I never knew if you could like get like a power up or something to get your powers back. Oh wow, he just and you know I've never seen Sentinels this short. You know what I mean? Like I know we used to play. Like I'm like, man, I could have sworn Sentinels was always giants and stuff. You know, I've never seen the miniature Sentinels. Now this dude I never seen. Like so, let's go. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of this being like this being at home, man, and just start using the hell out of my special and throwing free coins in there. You know what I mean? Like, look at that! Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it. I got only one more special, but I ain't got no damn life. So how they gonna give me 2 specials, but then still take my life? Like, what is going on here? So look. All right, Wolverine, your time was up, brother.
Wolverine.
Oh man. Oh, I still picked him again. Well, I guess Wolverine. Like, look, I got lives, brother. I can heal. Oh my God. Can't block or nothing. Forgot. Let's go. Wow. Wow. Is that Pyro? Okay. So it look like I killed 34 people. Got a big number 34. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get it. So yeah, man, like this is when like we were all coming up on X-Men, you know, the Saturday morning cartoons and all this stuff was going on. And you know, everybody around that time when I was young, man, we was all picking like who our favorite characters were at that time. You know, like between me and my homies, it was always like between Wolverine and Gambit. You know, like those were the 2 dudes that just, to me, that were just a standout to me. You know, and you know, Cyclops was too. You know, he was too. So I'm not gonna sit here and down him like he wasn't. But it was just a whole bunch of the characters, man, that you've seen across the X-Men that we all kind of fell in love with around that time. Iceman, you know. So, and this is before like the Ultimate Alliance series that came out. So, you know, these were the only X-Men characters we got to play with. So, you know, just imagine us playing this game and just wondering how, you know, another type of character would have been on this game. You know, like what if you had Gambit on this game? What if you had like Beast or other people, you know? It'd be cool if they just did stuff like that, like added like DLCs like that to the game now, you know? That would be awesome, to be honest. But, you know, I doubt it. I doubt they'll do that, you know? These companies don't tend to listen to the fans, you know? They just do what they want to do, so it is what it is. What's going on? Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, Wolverine going in. It looks like I ain't got no more lives though. Still got some more left. Yeah, man, but like this game, man, like I said, this was, every time I play this game, man, it feels like I'm in a time machine. It takes me back to like good times in my life, you know, when I was just a kid, man, just running around and just out there just trying to fit in, you know? Oh, come on, dude. They're not letting. So basically, whoever you start on the 6-player mode, I guess that's who you got to play with. So. So I guess we're gonna be rocking with Wolverine for now, you know what I mean? So. Or, let's see if we can change this. Let's go to another game. Let's try out. So if you guys watch, my channel, you know that I have a segment called The Broken Controller that I do with my friend Brandon, my homeboy Brandon, and we normally play games together. And, and that's, we just basically talk about life, whatever, and whatever we plan a lot of times too. But this is a solo segment that I introduced. It's called the Control Room. So this one right here is like whenever y'all see me by myself, this is gonna be called the Control Room. When I'm with Brandon, it's gonna be called the Broken Controller. So so now we're going to the next game. I don't remember playing this game, so this is gonna be new to me. This game right here is Captain America and the Avengers, and so we're about to try this out and see how this goes, and go from here. We're playing the arcade version. Credits, we turning that on. Or do we turn that on? Do we keep credits on just to give it the arcade feel? Y'all think we should do that? Yeah, let's do it. Difficulty. Live per credit, 1. We gonna leave the difficulty the same, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be on here getting my ass beat in front of y'all, you know what I mean? So we gonna just keep it the same. I ain't never even played the game, so who they got on here? They got Vision. Oh, I never even knew Vision was on a game. I think he's on one of the Ultimate Alliances, but we got Iron Man, Captain America, Hawkeye. See, this is a unnecessary character, you might as well put Robin Hood on here. So I'm gonna go with Iron Man. So let's play with Iron Man, see how he rock. Change the overlay, so we got jumping, triangle, attack. Well, basically jumping and attack. Where's the special moves? Okay, so I wonder if they tell us how to do these moves, because I don't remember how to do none of these. He was only one. Look at this. He's 140 pounds and 6'2". That's not nothing special. That's just skinny. What type of shit is that? Captain America. Ain't nobody in America 6'2", 140 pounds. If they are, they're not dangerous. Like, what we talking about? 155, 6'4". These weights on here are ridiculous. 6'4", and he's wearing armor. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that, man. Like, come on, man. When we were kids, we didn't even pay attention to that. I'm paying attention to that now, man. Let me see what y'all got him at. What y'all got Vision at?
Vision.
140, 6'3". Oh, I'm tripping. I'm reading the wrong thing. I'm reading the height. Oh my God, not the height, but the health. Damn. I feel so slow now. Let me read that right this time. It's going kind of fast. What did it say? 230. Okay, 6'3", 230. Okay, I get it. Boy, I thought I was tripping. I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm misinformed. I misinformed y'all. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. So we got Iron Man on deck. This is an arcade, so I guess that's how they rock. I mean, By assembling a team of supervillains, he has used his wealth to assemble his evil. He has used the mind control machine to bring them under. Now he controls their every action. Did I make it faster? Yo, let's get to the game. Okay, I can run around. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh, so it looks like square and X is your special. Okay. Did it take your life? It don't take your life. Cool. Oh, you can throw bottles at them. Oh, so they at least they got more health than on the X-Men game. That's cool. Okay. This was at the arcade? I don't remember this at the arcade. Okay. I'm just getting beat up. My bad, y'all. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go, y'all. So how many of y'all were like Iron Man fans, you know? Iron Man was that guy. You know, when they picked Robert Downey Jr. to play Iron Man, I felt like they casted the perfect person to play him, man. Like that was like the best, you know. There's been like 3 characters to me in Marvel who were chosen, and I feel like they were chosen. They were literally the best picks, and I'm gonna say, the top ones for me is Tony Stark, you know, Robert Downey Jr. You got, you have Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, and I'm gonna say Hugh Jackman worked his way into being the best Wolverine. You know what I mean? Because at first, everybody's kind of confused when he got first chosen and stuff like that. Okay, well, let me get out of this game. So Hugh Jackman, when he first ended up being Wolverine, I was kind of skeptical at it at first. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of was, because he was kind of slim. He wasn't really buff and stuff like that or whatever. So it was kind of like weird, kind of looking, at him at the first, at the beginning. But he basically just developed into the Wolverine over time for me. And especially when he started bulking up and stuff like that. So, but I'll say that those 3, I say Ryan Reynolds, Robert Downey Jr., and Hugh Jackman are the best choices to me when it came to like just casting for those characters. Now, later ones came on. Of course, you had, Captain America and Thor and people like that, and they was always like, switching it up with the Hulk, So that was like one thing that I just didn't understand. I mean, because you had some good. The first Hulk movie that I saw, the one where what is that guy's name? Because I don't want to butcher this dude's name. Let me see. We got information. We can look it up. So who played in the first Hulk movie? Yeah, Eric Bana. I know Jennifer Connelly was in there as Betty Ross, but I think, in my opinion, Eric Bana was the best. He was the best Hulk, period, to me. That movie was actually good, too. Like, they really could have just continued the series with him. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, they changed up the Hulk like 3 times, and all of them did pretty good. I think, didn't Ed Norton play them? All of them did pretty good, but in my opinion, Eric Bana was the best. That's just how I feel about it. Now, if y'all have any objections to that, please let me know in the comments. But that's the person I felt like was the best one. So look, man, we're about to start on Maximum Carnage. They got the Super Nintendo version, Sega version. So I was, like I said, I was a Sega virgin. You know what I mean? I was a Sega guy. So, well, I had both systems, but when it came to this particular game, I thought the Sega version just looked a little bit better. It just gave me more of the comic book, darker feel, you know. So yeah, let's play it. Spider-Man, Venom, Maximum Carnage. Yeah, man, this came out in '94. It's crazy, bruh. I was in 4th grade around this time. That lets you know how old I am, if you don't. So, Spider-Man and Venom. Okay, cool. So, I could let it play out so we could just kind of see some of the animation. So we got Black Cat on the game. Oh, so they showing you the cast. You know what I'm saying? They got Cloak. I don't even remember. I didn't get far enough to see all these people. Dagger. Morbius. I didn't know he was on this game. Firestar. Captain America's on here? I didn't know that. Iron Fist is on this game. These gotta be allies. Deathlock. Shriek. Doppelganger. Yeah, I remember running into him. We got Demo Goblin. I don't know who that is. Marvel got a lot of characters. You know what I mean? It's funny when you be talking to like some of these, especially having a channel and stuff like that, they expect you to know every single thing about all these people. And it's crazy because there's so many characters, like, you know, and like, you know, I kind of grew up looking at a whole bunch of different stuff. I would look at Marvel, I would look at DC, I would look at anime, you know, Shonen, Jump, and all these different things. So a lot of times I was like all over the place. And when it came to Marvel, there were like certain comics that I was more attracted to than others. So it's not saying that you know, some of those other comics weren't good. They just wasn't as, you know, appealing to me as like a Spider-Man or X-Men or, you know, Iron Man and things of that nature. So who is this? Maximum Security instead. Ain't this kind of how one of the movies started off? With Carnage? Am I tripping? Ain't this like, didn't Venom start off kind of like this? He was like in jail or something? He said, yo, it is a monster hiding within me, like I told y'all. So remember how I said I go easy on you? He about to say I lied, basically. I was right. You should never trust a raving lunatic. I am the ultimate insanity. Wow. Okay. Goodness, he fucking people up in there. Come on, fellas, put a little more life into it. And, you know, this is crazy. You know what? This is what separates us from the younger generation. Like, we actually had to read. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we had to enjoy our game. We had to actually read. There wasn't no voice actors. It was none of that. Like, so we actually had to. Honestly, that's how a lot of us learned how to read. You know, so. What kind of nutcase? Who is she? Cut me free. I can't wait to join you. See, I need that type of chick, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just do some crazy shit and she like, look, just cut me free. I'm with you. I knew you changed my luck, pretty lady. There's a spider in the alley. Let's go. Squash it. Okay. Huh. So they team up, basically. And he already leaving his bitch with somebody else? Like, look, he can keep you company, you know what I mean? That's crazy. See, this is before we got the Spider-Man games on PlayStation and other stuff, you know what I mean? This was the closest we had to him swinging around, so... And climbing up like we wanted, like we saw fit. So look at this. Let's see. Okay, you got the punch. Okay. 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 I could swear like this moves. Okay, there we go. So I can. Oh, so if I hold that, I can block. Yeah, I forgot you can block on here. You know, that was that's a plus. Especially when it comes to games like this. Boom, 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 let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Okay, y'all. So look, right now, you know, I'm playing this game solo. Like I said, I normally don't play it solo because you know you got to come and check out the broken controller. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's where me and my homeboy play these games together, and we will be playing this together. You know what I mean? So, and we actually got a surprise coming for y'all, man. We're gonna do a whole bunch of like nostalgic games, game titles from back in the day. This is just a few, but you know, there's so many titles that were great back then. Like you know, not just for this, but we talking about like PlayStation 2, things like that. So. We got a PS2 on deck. We got the PS3, the PS4. We got all of that. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I don't really do too much over here is some Xbox. You know, I have an Xbox stuff like that. There are certain games on the Xbox to me that are legendary. One of them, hands down, especially if you're an anime fan. One of them is it has to be Naruto Broken Bond. That is like hands down one of the best games ever, like seriously. I wish they honestly did another one, to be honest. I don't know why they didn't. So like out of all the Spider-Man games, like which ones were y'all favorites, you know? Like it's like it's so many Spider-Man games. Like, Spider-Man probably has the most Marvel games. Matter of fact, let's look that up. Does Spider-Man have the most Marvel video games? Yep. Says Spider-Man leads. He's had games going back to the 80s across almost every system. That's crazy. He's been the focus of multiple standalone series, not just one-offs. He's appeared on a ton of team-up games too. Avengers, Marvel vs. Capcom. It says his notable runs are on classic titles on the NES, the PS1. Let me see. I mean, Spider-Man had some joints, man. Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the modern games, you know, the only person who they said that there's a few people who come close to Spider-Man when it comes to games. We have Wolverine. Wolverine has a nice amount of games. Iron Man, and then you have the Hulk. So those few are the other Marvel characters who had like some solo games that actually, you know, stood out. I know the Punisher had one, of course. Iron Man got he got a few solo games. I know Wolverine, he had a lot of appearances on games too. So he you know, even though he wasn't, I know he had I'll probably say he had about what, 3 or 4 games. You know, we can always look it up, but you know, we do that all day. So Spider-Man's, he's the most marketable video game character that Marvel has had. That is a fact. They say that. And he's the easiest to build gameplay around, you know, with the web swinging, the combat, the open world. So yeah, like he was the easiest one for them to latch on to and make that world. So Spider-Man sits on top when it comes to Marvel video games. So that's interesting to know. That's interesting to know. With that being said, though, they need to start dropping some other people, man. I mean, like let's get some solo Cyclops games, you know? Like I don't know about that. Well, who knows, man? They could do like a nice story with Cyclops, man. Like, you know, Cyclops' family was beastie. You know what I'm saying? Like sons, his children, his wife. They could do a decent Cyclops game, man. Like they really could. Man, they could. Like, what if they just did the Summers family? They alone, like they could actually do some damage to the MCU for real. Like, I mean, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about like Scott Summers' family? Who do y'all think could go against them really? You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about like in Marvel, like whose families could go against each other? You know what I mean? Who y'all think winning? I know this is a weird question. Who y'all think winning? Jean Grey and Cyclops, or Black Panther and his sister? That's fucking terrible. I know that's terrible. All right, look, man. So we just checked that game out. So we're gonna jump on the two-player version of it when my homeboy comes through and stuff like that. But for right now, we better go to this to the next game and check it out. So look, now we have here Spider-Man Separation Anxiety. Now this game right here is a game that I really never got a chance to really play. I think I've seen like people playing it and stuff like that, but we had Maximum Carnage. I couldn't afford to buy this game at the time, you know. But I don't know if this was like the second game past Carnage, like Maximum Carnage, because it looks better, and so that might be the case. So because we did the Sega version of Carnage, let's do the Super Nintendo version of this. Okay, let's do the Super Nintendo version of this. So look, we're gonna they got the web swinging. Okay, cool, we good. Yeah, man. So like this is actually taking me down memory lane, man. This is actually like this is something that I've been wanting to do for a minute, man. Play games like this, and it's cool to like have the collections because you know normally I'm a physical copy person, which is great. It would have took me longer to do a video like this if I would have had to keep getting the physical stuff and put it in here. So the collections is pretty cool, but I always still think it's just better to have to own the physical copies of stuff. So that's just how I rock. You know what I mean? It's just it's not. It's something that a lot of people my age kind of cherish. You know what I mean? I hate it when everything just kind of went digital. It takes the quality out of things. Like even when I went to school for like audio production and things like that, my teacher had let us know like digital versions of things are not the best quality. Like, so prime example, when you listen to music, the vinyl records are probably the best way to hear music. Vinyl records or even CDs, you know what I mean? So you'll get the higher quality of it. When you listen to MP3s, they condense it and it takes the high quality sound of it. Just kind of like, MP3s and waves and stuff like that. But, but anyway, so look, separation anxiety, we're gonna have to do the one player today. So this is just a solo mission. So let's check it out real quick. Let's go to here. Since we've been playing with Spider-Man already, let's jump on Venom. Let's jump on Venom. Let's see what Venom got going on. Recovering from his wounds, Venom realizes he must destroy his new children. For if the symbiote should bind with the wrong person, as in the case of crazed criminal Cletus Cassidy's transformation into Carnage, the danger would be incalculable. Did I say that right? Incalculable? I think. So, only with the aid of the amazing Spider-Man does Venom stand a chance of defeating this incredible menace. This is like a team that don't want to work together, but they ill. So let's see what Venom got going on, brother. Let's go. Oh, I could climb up the. Ooh. Okay, well, I could do that on Carnage. You probably could. I didn't try. Okay. He got them educator hands. I like that. He just walking around swole. You feel me? I like that. You walking around swole, brother. Talking about. Bow. Do that left jab. Left. Poo. I'm talking about. See, back then, these people had hands on these games, Let's see, you can run. I can run. Okay. A circle. Ooh, okay. That's a block. So it's kind of like, okay, I can shoot at him. What did I do? Did that take away my energy? Or did I just get hit? Let me see. Okay. Tie these folks up. Okay, I can suck them up. Bring them in. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we got some heart. We got some heart. Is there something up here? Is there like a way to swing that I don't know? Okay, let's. I can make the screen size bigger. Okay, let's make the screen size bigger. And they got another filter. Let me turn that on. Border. This is Spider-Man. Let's do the Spider-Man. All right, cool. Ooh, look at that. Look at that border. Okay. Doing my boy some justice. Let's go. Okay. How many of y'all out there are Venom fans? Venom was that dude, man. Venom was that guy. Y'all like the movies? Do y'all like the Venom movies? How do y'all feel about the Venom movies? Because I didn't see the last one, so I will check out the last one before I even drop an opinion. I think that they were decent movies. Oh, okay, there we go. That's how you swing. Okay. A lot of these games I really never played solo. Like me and my brothers, I grew up with 4 brothers, so like we was always deep. So, we always passing the sticks around and trying to see who could stay on the controller the longest. So with us, you know, you had to be good. You sit here like, all right, cool. Like we, you know, that's when you really ain't trying to get hit. None of that. You know what I mean? Like you like, look, all right, cool. I'm a boom, 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 boom. Look at this. You know, you run it. You trying to get out the way. You like, I ain't giving this controller up, so you know they're gonna be mad at me. That's how we used to be, man. So whack, 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 whack. Talking about. Swing to that ass whooping. Hold on, let me see if I can swing over there and kick him. Oh man, just in here looking pretty. Spider-Man probably got a better swing. I don't know. It might be the same. You never know. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't know I did that. All right. All right, y'all. These are just a little sample, you know what I'm saying, to see how this game rock, man. So that's Venom. So right now we just, like I said, we just going around testing out the games, you know, maximum collection. This right here is Spider-Man, what is it, separation anxiety or whatever. So let's go out of here. Okay, cool. This game right here is the Spider-Man X-Men Arcade Revenge. Now, this right here is a game that I never really liked. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't think it was because the game was like, you know, bad graphics or something at the time. It was just that it was hard and it was like impossible to beat. You know what I mean? So we got Super Nintendo, we got the Sega, the Game Gear, and the portable version. So I'm going Sega again. You know, we just did Super Nintendo, so we're going back to Sega. So let's do that. All right, so now we're gonna see how this rock, man. Marvel comic logo, cool. Let's move with that. Let's see. And I never liked that outfit with Cyclops. I never liked the full, you know what I'm saying? Bring your hair out, bro. Like I never liked that look. Did you like when it came to Cyclops? Did y'all rather the him had a hair out or the little tight outfit? Like I just thought it didn't look cool. I don't know. They got my boy Gambit on here, so I was happy that they had Gambit on a game finally. You know, they had him on. You know, they had him on X-Men Clone Wars. I think he was on the first X-Men game too. But I'm talking about like from the X-Men arcade game, which I wish he was on there. I just didn't understand that, but. So I just hope I'm not too late. First Cyclops. You know what? I got a question for the audience. When is the first time you guys ran into Gambit? Like, cause the character Gambit, right? I mean, I used to look at the X-Men comic books and stuff. I used to look at the X-Men comic books back in the day. I didn't read like from episode like, you know, the first issue and all the way up. You know, I got into it like in like later on. And with that being said, right, like I didn't really start focusing on Gambit until the show came out, the cartoon, you know, because I knew about Wolverine, Cyclops, Beast, and all of them, but it wasn't until the cartoon came out that I really started focusing on Gambit. And I'm just wondering, like, when did y'all catch on to Gambit? You know, was it the cartoon that got y'all put on them, or was it comic books? Because that's when I got locked in on them. I don't know if it was like the cool New Orleans accent vibe and how cool he was. Because real talk, I feel like Gambit can really, out of all the X-Men, like seriously, like he's probably one of the most powerful that I feel like, I mean, he didn't get enough shine. I mean, because people look at him throwing the cars, I mean, he got explosive cars, but it's like, I don't think y'all realize that this man can blow up anything he touches. Like, you know what I mean? This man literally can he can touch the car and blow it up. You feel me? Like, his power is over the top. You know, and I think he ended up getting somebody to, I forget the exact character, but it was somebody he had to get him to keep him from using his full potential. I forget what character it was, but if y'all know, yeah, we can look. Matter of fact, let's look it up. Let's look it up, man. That's what we do on this channel, man. I ain't got to sit here and talk about it. We can look it up. Who did Gambit go to keep himself from reaching his full potential of power, using his full power? Mr. Sinister. That's who it was. It says when he realized his powers to charge objects could grow way beyond what he could control, he actually asked Mr. Sinister to modify him so he wouldn't reach his full potential. That is crazy, bruh. When you ask somebody, look, I don't want to reach my full potential, like, because if I do, I'm fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's some mod. Like, I don't know how. Like I'm trying to reach my full potential. Like, I don't know. I don't rock with Gambit on that choice. You know what I mean? Like, bro, Mr. Sinister. Like, so when he did that, right? It says Sinister removed part of his brain's ability to process his powers, basically putting a limiter on him. Later on, the limiter gets undone, and you see glimpses of how dangerous Gambit could really be at full power. Now, I need to see how dangerous he got. So, but yeah, man, like that's my question to y'all, man, when it comes to Gambit. Like realistically, who was when did y'all get introduced to him? So it's another thing. And I didn't like how they did him on the X-Men 97. Like, I can't wait for the new season to come back, but I ain't like how y'all did my boy, bro. Like, that's the problem I have with some of these shows. It's like, why do certain characters have to die? Like Gambit shouldn't have gone anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Morph died, yeah, it was sad, but all right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. Like, cool. Replace him. You know what I mean? Like, we were kids. But you talking about Gambit, bro? Like, and we talking about the show just started. Y'all could have killed anybody off. Jubilee, I would have been cool with. You feel me? Like, let her go. We fine. Like, we ain't missing nothing. The bitch just pop firecrackers. You know what I mean? We ain't about to sit here and go back and forth about her. But Gambit, I'm like, dude, come on, y'all. You know, but the way that they ended that finale with Magneto and Wolverine, that was tough. I can't wait for that to come back. So let's see. I remember this game. I remember like having to be too precise with this. Look at this. It's just bringing back dark memories of sleepless nights. Come on. Can I just jump up here? What we doing, Spider-Man? Can I swing? Can we swing? Okay. It's the sleepless nights of this game used to drive me nuts, bruh. So let's go up top. I ain't even gonna try to be pretty and try to even swing with them. Let's go. So let's go, Spider-Man. Oh my God. Can I not stand on top of that pole? Okay. See, this is why I didn't like this game. This is exactly why I did not like this game. So look. Okay. Do I gotta hold the button? That's probably what I gotta do. Let me hold the button. You know what? I don't know how I did that, but we here. We here now. Do I gotta get this somehow? Oh my God, this is gonna bother me. Okay, let's go up. Okay. So what do I gotta do? It's probably why I didn't like the game, because it took me forever to learn this, and then and then you can't pick your character. You got to start with Spider-Man, and then you go to the next board and you play with somebody else, and it's just like, oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Okay. So what's going on? Do I not? Spider sense. Okay, we're going back. So is there some type of order that I gotta do this in? Okay. So now, okay, it's gonna be an order. Okay. Oh, the spider sense is going off, so I gotta do these in a certain order. Okay, I get it. Okay. Now what's the next one? Okay, all right. Ooh. Why the spider sense ain't showing me where to go? See, but like I said, this is why I like this game. This game was trash when it came to this. It's like, dude, like, why you gotta make it so hard, bro? Like, why do you gotta make this so hard? Like, it's just, and there's probably people online right now playing this game and going through this shit easy. It just was not my cup of tea. So look, I'm done with this game. I'm not about to do this all night. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm just a waste of footage. So let's go to the next game. Silver Surfer. Move orbs, rapid fire, move orbs. Oh, okay. So this Silver Surfer game I never played. More than likely this was on Nintendo. The old Nintendo. Because it said 8-bit. So Galactus, why have you summoned me? I have need of you, Surfer. The universe is threatened from beyond. The universe is... Oh, so Beyond was on here? Bro, we just did a whole video about Beyond. Wow. You must not. Upon this, all life depends. Wow. Even Galactus is shook at this dude. That's wild. Do they got the Beyond on here? Like, who are we fighting? A Fire Lord. This is wild, man. We just literally just did a video about what is his name? Above all, the one above all, the. Oh wow! Like I don't even know what just happened. Okay. Oh, so that's always like Contra. What is going on? Like. Okay. Okay, that's good. Let's go put the border. No, we're gonna leave the border off. Oh, let's go. Like I can't even hit the wall. I can't even hit. Like what is it? Is Silver Surfer not floating? Like what is going on? Like. Okay. So I got to be perfect. I can't. But I can't. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. We gonna get through it. We gonna get through it. Now, Silver Surfer was one of them characters that like you just seen every now and then. You know what I mean? He wasn't like always around. At least when I was a kid, I didn't see him that much on anything. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's that game. Yeah. So anyway, man. So we're done today with the. This was the Maximum Marvel Maximum Collection, and this was actually pretty fun, man. The X-Men arcade game, like I said, is one of my favorite games of all time. The Captain America and the Avengers game, new to me, never really played it. We tried the arcade. We didn't go to the Sega version, so I might do that with my homeboy Brandon. We're gonna jump on there. The Maximum Carnage, of course, is a legendary game. Separation Anxiety, great game. Fuck this game. The Spider-Man, X-Men arcade, fuck this game. I don't like this game. No, sorry. This game right here, I didn't really, guess I gotta sit with it a little bit and try to learn how to play it. But yeah, man, but we had a good time, man. I've been waiting on this game to come out. This is definitely a game you should probably get. And, you know, especially if you know, somebody from my generation and you just want to play some nostalgic games and stuff like that. These are games that you play with your friends and you sit at home, do co-op. That's something that I feel like has been missing out of the gaming world, man. A lot of these kids are so used to going online and playing a video game together that they don't know how it felt to really be with each other playing these games. You know, it's memories that you can't get back. And you know what's interesting is I remember when we were kids and like, you know, it was like an event when people wanted to play each other. You know, you had people who would say they were good at Street Fighter. Somebody said they were good at Mortal Kombat. But it's like, really? You know? So when somebody told you that, man, like you telling all your homeboys and they telling their homeboys, and then who got the video game? Which one of us got the game? Who got Mortal Kombat? Who got this? So, you know, we got people grabbing, you know, who got the video game. You look up in the corner, you see a group of 6 guys walking up the hill from the top of the hill. Then you see another group of 6 guys coming and they meet and it's a clash. It's like, the only question was, who house we gonna play this at? That was the main question, you know what I'm saying? Where we was gonna play this at? Cause like, somebody like my mom ain't gonna let everybody up in the house, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, my mom, fortunately, was, you know, I'll say my mom was one of the moms who allowed it. So we would have a lot of kids in our house, man. So we was playing like 007 and we were playing wrestling games. We playing all these different games, and you know, and I feel like that you know, when you allow your kids to do those type of things, man, and grow up, you know, around family and friends and things like that, it just builds a better community. Nowadays, you know, the online thing is kind of weird. You know, you meet a whole bunch of weirdos and shit like that. So anyway, man, that was this episode of the Control Room, and yeah, man, I had a good time with you guys. So yeah, man, like stick with us, man. We got some great shows coming next, man. We got some very good games coming up next, man. One of the games that we're going to be playing on the broken controller is going to be Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. So we're doing a whole bunch of co-op games. We're gonna try to bring light to some of those games back. A lot of those games, and you know, y'all got any suggestions of any other games? We definitely gonna look in the comments and check them out, man. But until then, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will holler at you, man. Hope.